Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another muscle building session. Check out this playlist up here for other muscle building sessions or other days. If you are brand new to Olympic weightlifting or you're just getting back into it after a few years, feel free to hop onto one of these cycles, either muscle building or strength building. I recommend doing about a 6 to 8 week long period of either one. It doesn't really matter where you start at. So if you want to strength build first, check out some of the other strength building workouts in this playlist. If you just look at the title of each one of the videos and each one of the cycles, it starts off with Monday all the way to Saturday. So you can pretty much just jump on wherever you want. I'll see you in the video. If you can't move effectively, efficiently, if you can't look perfect with no weight on the bar, you can't possibly expect to start looking better when you add weight to the bar. Guys, I'm talking to myself. This is self-talk to myself. And if you just so happen to be listening in, you can either agree or disagree. It is what it is. But it makes sense, bro. Like, it makes a whole lot of sense that if you do the drills with the bar only and you're not keeping the bar close, you're not finishing the pull, you're not finishing the complete deadlift, if you're not standing tall, fully extending the hips. If when training with the bar, you can't figure out a way to not pull the bar up, but dip your body down to meet the bar, what I find that happens is that when I start to put weight on the bar and it starts to approach those weights that I'm unfamiliar with or that I know start to get difficult, what ends up happening is, yes, you will make that attempt to pull the bar up like you've been doing in your drills, pulling the bar up. But then since the bar isn't coming up, your body kind of doesn't know what to do. And so that's where you end up finding these weird kind of butterfly kickouts or starfish kind of half jumping squats. And I think that happens simply because when you're drilling with the bar with no weight on it or very lightweight, we just find ourselves simply pulling the bar up too high, instead of giving ourselves a mental backstop in terms of how high the bar can come up and just tell ourselves, look, the bar can come no higher than like my belly button height. I've had actually other people stand with PVC, like I stood with the bar just by itself, pulled the bar up to like my belly button height, and then a buddy of mine would put a PVC pipe at that height. My buddy would then leave the PVC bar at that specific height, and then I would go ahead and start doing the deadlift, start doing the clean. And if my barbell touches that PVC pipe, I already know straight up I'm pulling the bar too high. Today's active recovery day. Today's Thursday. Every Thursday's active recovery day. Welcome to the channel, man. This is 6 out of 6. We talk about Olympic weightlifting specifically for like older athletes. I'm an older athlete. I'm 42. I'll be 42 next month. I say this in every video, and I understand that 42 is not necessarily an older age, but I do understand that when it comes to competing in some sort of athletic competition, sporting event, you're pretty much over the hill. I'm not trying out for any professional soccer team, basketball team, football team. I probably couldn't even qualify at the college level. So bottom line is, if Olympic weightlifting looks interesting enough to you, check out some of the other videos on this channel. I don't do anything crazy. I think that I'm a little bit stronger than the average person, but I think that even as someone who's just starting out, the weights that I'm doing here on this channel, the weights that you see me lifting here on this channel, they still seem attainable. It's not like watching someone train for like the world championships in Olympic weightlifting or training for the Olympics in Olympic weightlifting, and you see them back squatting 250 kilos for reps of 5. That seems very unattainable, and I promise you that's something you're not going to see on this channel. Now, you might see me squatting 250 pounds. Now, that's probably me doing that. But as far as 250 kilos, we're still working up towards that. Active recovery day is the day that you know that your body needs some sort of deloading period, resting time, but you don't necessarily feel like not doing nothing. And so you know it's a good idea to get into the gym and at least walk on the treadmill for 30 minutes, at least get on like a bike erg or something like that. One activity that I personally found to be pretty advantageous towards Olympic weightlifting is slowly going through like the clean pull, the clean catch, the snatch pull, the snatch catch. Extremely slow paced, unintimidating. It wakes up the muscles, the nervous system, your joints and ligaments, just enough to the point to where okay, blood's flowing through them and they're getting some healing effects from doing the movements. But at the same time, your nervous system isn't getting so taxed to the point to where it's messing up your recovery phase. Like I said, it's just a really good opportunity to continue to build neurological pathways, continuing to train your brain to effectively talk to your body when it comes to the snatch and the clean and jerk. Today, I'm just doing the clean and jerk, and so that's what you're watching me do right now. I'm starting at the bottom of the pull. I'm intentionally pulling slow and then working on exploding up through the hips, not pulling the bar up high, and just squatting as fast as I can to catch the barbell. You can also stay in that position, that low squat position, for a couple seconds, just to get some additional stretching, some additional mobilizing before you stand up. And then when you stand up, you can either do a power jerk, split jerk, whatever, pretty much whatever your body feels like doing. Don't overwork yourself, don't get motivated and think you can start putting on weight and figure out what your 1 rep max is. Just do the barbell and enjoy this active recovery session. In case you're wondering why I have on these resistance bands around my knees or my thighs, in case you're wondering why I have them on, at least for the first couple sets that I've been doing here on these cleans, they really help me out tremendously, man. For me specifically, I have an issue with my right knee. As I start getting into those heavier loads, my right knee just tends to cave in sometimes. You may have this issue, it might be with the left knee, or it might be with both knees. What this band does is during your warm-ups, it helps activate the adductor muscles, or those like upper glute muscles, the ones that are close to your hips, the ones that are responsible for keeping those knees out in that nice strong receiving position. This helps cue your brain to activate those muscles. It's really great. I recommend it, at least for the warm-up sets anyway. I've seen people use these even when lifting heavy weights. I've tried it. It doesn't really work for me. You can try it yourself if you would like. But I've seen a lot of people have success in using these resistance bands around their legs throughout their squat training. For me, I tend to see a lot of advantages using them just for my warm-ups. And then when I'm done warming up, I just take them off, and it just seems like I'm able to activate those, specifically those adductor muscles that keep my knees tracking outwards. And I don't want to necessarily over accentuate tracking my knees outwards or making sure your knees are like pointing out. The most important thing to take away from that is that they're not caving in. If you see me doing something in any one of these videos, man, don't hesitate to ask in the comments down below. I may or may not be aware of what I'm doing, and so you asking the question could actually maybe shed a little bit of light on why I'm doing a particular movement. But in any case, I'll see you guys in one of my next videos.